If you're making under 100K a year, there's this one thing, this quiet financial killer that can absolutely wreck your progress. And the craziest part? It usually shows up looking just like success.
So let me ask you, does this sound familiar? You get that raise, you get that pay bump, and you're thinking, yes, I finally made it. But then fast forward a few months, and somehow you're right back to feeling broke. You're stressed, you're watching the calendar, just waiting for that next paycheck to hit. What in the world is going on?
Well, listen, it's not just you. You're not imagining things, that feeling. That's a classic sign that you've stumbled right into an invisible trap. And this is a trap that keeps millions, and I mean millions of people from ever getting ahead financially.
All right, so let's pull back the curtain and give this thing a name. We're talking about lifestyle inflation.
So what is it exactly? It's pretty simple, really. It's when your spending grows right alongside your income. Every time you get a raise, your lifestyle gets a raise too. You make more, so you spend more. And the final score? It's a big fat zero. You're not getting wealthier, you're just getting more expensive. You've upgraded your bills, not your bank account.
And you've seen this movie before, right? It's a classic. Step 1, you get that raise you've been working your tail off for. Step 2, that little voice in your head says, hey, you deserve a little something. So you upgrade the car. Then, why not upgrade the apartment to match? And bam! Before you even realize it, you're right back in that same old spot, feeling just as broke as before, only now you're surrounded by nicer stuff and much, much bigger bills.
Okay, let's zoom in on the two biggest offenders here. The two things that create this illusion that you're moving forward, when in reality, they're the very things keeping you stuck.
And number one, oh boy, it's the big one. We're talking about the ultimate wealth assassin. The I finally made it car. You feel like you've earned it, you deserve it, but I'm telling you, when you're trying to build your financial future, this one purchase can be an absolute torpedo to your plans.
I mean, just look at the math here. Let's say you're making a solid $72,000 a year. Awesome. But then you go and buy a car for $48,000. Just think about that for a second. That's two-thirds of your entire yearly income, before taxes, sunk into something that starts losing value the second you drive it off the lot. It's not a status symbol. It's a massive financial anchor dragging you down.
And that huge price tag, that's just the cover charge. That's just to get in the door. You're not just buying a car. You're signing up for a whole package of monthly bills. We're talking, what, an $800 payment? Okay, then add another $200 for insurance. Suddenly you're at $1,000 a month, and you haven't even bought gas yet, or paid for maintenance. That's $1,000 that could have been invested, growing and building your actual wealth.
All right, culprit number 2, the apartment upgrade. You know the one, that shiny new building with the amazing gym you swear you'll use every day and that killer rooftop pool. It feels amazing, right? But then you look at your bank account and whoa, suddenly 40, maybe even 50% of your paycheck is just gone. Poof, vanish into your landlord's pocket every single month.
And this really gets to the heart of it. There's this quote, comfort without margin is fake security. And that's exactly what this is. Yeah, the nice apartment feels secure. It feels like you've made it. But if you've got zero savings, if you have no buffer for when life happens, it's not real security, it's just a house of cards, one unexpected bill away from tumbling down. So you can see how these decisions start to stack up. But what's the real long-term damage here? Because the cost of looking successful today is way, way higher than most people think.
And here's the tough truth, okay? If someone's pulling in $500,000 a year, sure, they can buy a ridiculously expensive car, and it's a dumb move, but they'll probably be fine. Their income can absorb that mistake. But for those of us earning under 100K, we don't have that luxury. There is practically zero room for that kind of error. Seriously, it just takes one bad lease, one bad car loan. That one decision can trigger a debt spiral that traps you for years. You end up in this weird spot where you look like you have it all together, but on the inside you are totally financially fragile. You're just walking on a tightrope, praying for no sudden gusts of wind.
Okay, so that's the trap. It's sneaky, it's dangerous, and it's everywhere. But the good news is there's absolutely a way out, and it's actually way simpler than you think. So let's pivot and talk about the actual game plan.
So that next raise hits your bank account. What do you do? What's the right move to make to finally break this cycle and start building real, actual wealth for yourself? The plan is so simple, it's almost boring, but it works. Here it is. Step 1, you live on about 70% of your income. That raise you just got, just pretend it doesn't exist. Step 2, and this is the magic part, you invest the difference. every single month. The whole idea is to upgrade your assets long before you ever think about upgrading your lifestyle. And the way you pull this off is by keeping those big, fixed costs, your rent, your car, as low as humanly possible.
Look, you can worry about looking rich later. For right now, your one and only job is to actually get rich. The focus has to be on building, not on showing off. The fancy stuff can wait, I promise.
And that brings us to the final and honestly the most important point of this whole thing. It's a fundamental shift in how you think, and it can literally change everything for you.
You want to know the absolute fastest, most surefire way to stay stuck in the middle class forever? It's to spend your money today like you're already wealthy. It's trying to shortcut the process. It's funding a future lifestyle with today's income. It is the #1 way to guarantee you stay exactly where you are. So if you take one thing away from this, let it be this mantra: build first, flex later. Put all your energy into building that solid financial foundation. Build your savings, build your investments, build that safety net. The time to enjoy all of it, to flex, that time will come. But first, you gotta do the work. Your future self is counting on it.